President Trump and Governor Newsom, or new scum, as President Trump likes to call them, they beefing right now, and they both want power over the National Guard.
This ruling was quickly appealed, and tonight the National Guard is still under the president's control after an appeals court paused the judge's order. So, where is this case headed? Likely all the way to the Supreme Court.
ABC 7 News reporter Tara Campbell sorts out today's developments.
I'm gratified by the order, by his decision.
Governor Gavin Newsom praising a federal judge's ruling Thursday against President Trump sending National Guard troops into Los Angeles protests.
It's a federal judge with a federal order. Period, full stop. It's the rule of law. He is not a monarch, he is not a king, and he should stop acting like one.
In his ruling, U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer said the president overstepped by deploying roughly 4,000 National Guard troops to L.A. amid immigration enforcement protests, ordering Trump to return control of the National Guard to Newsom by noon Friday.
I want to make this clear. The National Guard will come back under my authority by noon tomorrow. The National Guard will be redeployed to what they were doing before Donald Trump commandeered them.
But an appeals court hours later blocked the federal judge's order until next week, when it will take up the matter. The governor's office reiterating this is not a reversal of Judge Breyer's decision and that the governor is still confident.
Today was really about a test of democracy, and today we passed the test.
The governor saying he is extremely happy with this decision and believes it will stand up if it reaches the Supreme Court.
It's a big win for the governor, but it's also obviously not the last word.
Melissa Michelson is a political science expert and says no matter the court ruling, there is still one big question.
At some point, we'll get to a point where the president wants to do one thing and the courts are telling him to do another. And what happens when if the president doesn't comply? That's the constitutional crisis that a lot of folks are worried about.
Tara Campbell.
Constitutional crisis, that was what they were using for a long time. You saw that in so many different interviews. Constitutional crisis. Look, I think that President Trump deploying the National Guard in California helped. From what I understand, there are curfews in California right now, so it seems as if it has died down a little bit, but we'll see what happens, man. They are, or some organization is organizing a protest over President Trump's celebration of the military, and I think his birthday celebration as well. So I guess they have a problem with that. We can celebrate every other thing in this country, but we can't celebrate our military. That's crazy to me. But anyway, we're going to go ahead to this next video, which also covers the situation between Governor Newsom and President Donald John Trump. Let's take a look. Oh, and also Alex Padilla, he effed around and found out. That's the senator. Y'all take a look at this, man. Politics is the greatest TV series of all time. It is the greatest movie franchise of all time. It covers entertainment in all aspects of it, man. Take a look.
Being called judicial whiplash. Overnight, a California appeals court siding with President Trump in his National Guard tug-of-war with California.
The decision just hours after a lower court ruled the president had overstepped his authority. And it comes as final preparations are underway for the nation's first military parade coming up tomorrow that we've had in decades.
NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest details from Washington, D.C.
Real quick, I don't have a problem with the military parade. I don't have a problem with the military parade because, there's going to be people talking about, oh, well, it's going to cost this amount of money, whatever. We should celebrate our military. We should. I have family members that served in the military in different wars and fought for this country. And I think we should celebrate our military. As a matter of fact, I think we should do more for our veterans, specifically our homeless veterans. But that's another story.
As anti-ICE protests spread from California to cities across the country, a federal appeals court says President Trump can continue to direct National Guard troops he sent to Los Angeles to help quell violent demonstrations. The reversal just hours after a lower court gave California Governor Gavin Newsom a sweeping but short-lived victory.
Today is a big day for the Constitution of the United States, for our democracy.
While migrant roundups continue, the president acknowledging his crackdown is impacting businesses and appears to be considering a policy change.
We can't do that to our farmers, and leisure too, hotels.
The passionate debate over immigration reaching from the streets
I have questions for the secretary
to the highest levels of government. California Senator Alex Padilla forced from the room and briefly handcuffed after interrupting Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem during a news conference.
I began to ask a question. I was almost immediately forcibly removed from the room. I was not arrested. I was not detained.
Padilla's
I did see his press conference shortly after, and he looked like he was about to cry right there, man. So I don't know if his feelings are hurt, or if he thought he had too much power, or if the situation just got him so upset. But look, man, these people didn't know who you were. I know you think everybody knows who you were. They didn't know who you were, and you're rushing in there aggressively. They have no idea, man. So they're going to protect their own. That's my estimation of it.
Democratic colleagues outraged.
That sickened my stomach.
Of course.
The manhandling of a United States senator. We need immediate answers to what the hell went on.
Secretary Noem insisting it was a case of mistaken identity.
We sat down for 10 to 15 minutes and talked about the fact that nobody knew who he was.
Meanwhile, final preparations are underway for the nation's first military parade in more than 30 years Saturday. The forecast in Washington, not looking good.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the tanks at all. It doesn't affect the soldiers. They're used to it. They're tough, smart.
The parade celebrates the Army's 250th anniversary.
I love it.
Chris Pallone, NBC.
So you see, man, we're celebrating our military. I think we should celebrate our veterans, and I think that we should do something for our homeless veterans. But like I said, that's another story. So Alex Padilla, Senator Alex Padilla, effed around and found out, look, man, they didn't know who you were. So they put you flat on the ground. And, hey, they handcuffed him. They did not arrest him, but he got emotional afterwards. I think his feelings was hurt, but hey, it happened. Let's move forward. And now the Democrats want to demand an investigation. Look, man, you got the video right there. He ran up on him and they put him down. Easy as that. It is what it is.